Millennium by the Backstreet Boys, the one that I wanted, but it's scratched. I could literally leave with 2 vinyl for the same price as that one. Like, I don't know how many things on this planet make me feel the way 5 Seconds of Summer did. Hi, so now welcome back to my channel. I thought it'd be fun to make a video today where I literally just show you my entire vinyl collection so far. I've been collecting vinyl for 3 years now, but in the first year that I started, I maybe collected 5, and then this year I've really gotten into it as a hobby. So I was counting the other day and I'm like, I've got a pretty good little collection going and I kind of want to show you. I love watching these kind of videos too because especially when it comes to like vinyl variants and stuff like that, I like to see what they look like and then decide if I want to get that. So maybe this will help you if you're trying to decide between like certain vinyl that you want to get, or maybe you just, want to talk about music. But if that's you, welcome to my channel and let's get into it. So I actually have like 5 of them up in the background. Up on my wall, I have a little vinyl wall. I actually kind of want to switch them out because I want to put more like fall themed ones. I'm thinking Evermore should be up there for fall, but I'm not sure yet. I think I'm gonna do that like later this week. For all intents and purposes, once we get to those, like I'll just point them out so you can see them because yeah, those are obviously not in my bin. I've got my whole little record bin right here where I keep them all. I got this on Amazon and it's been so helpful. I also have sleeves and stuff like that for the vinyl and for the cover so that it keeps it in good condition because there's literally nothing worse than having a damaged vinyl. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. I think we should start at the beginning. I don't remember, like they're not in order of when I got them. I have like all my Taylor Swift vinyl grouped together, and then I have like some of my favorite ones at the front, or like the ones that I listen to the most, and then I have some old ones that my granddad gave me, and then I also have some of the ones that I got like before I even had a proper record player. I was one of those people that had the Suitcase vintage that pink one from Urban Outfitters. Absolutely terrible. I think it actually did damage one of my records. So honestly, if you're thinking about collecting vinyl, invest in a good record player because you don't want the vinyl to be damaged after you spent so much money on it. We'll start at the beginning. Like I said, okay, so what I was saying, I got distracted. I don't know like the exact order, but I know which one I got first, so we're gonna start with that. And then obviously I know which one I got last because I got it like literally 2 days ago. And maybe we'll end with that one. Okay, so we're starting at the beginning. This is so on brand for me, but the first vinyl I got, why is it upside down? The first vinyl I got was Millennium by the Backstreet Boys. This is so on brand for me because if they are a boy band, I'm a fan. I actually just started listening to this record again because I've been listening to their music a lot more, like album by album. I love them. I love them so much. This is the first one that I got. It's the picture disc, so we've got this cover and then this on the back. The only thing I don't like about this is it didn't come in like a jacket or anything like that, which I think is like so much more fun. Like it's part of the fun, like opening it and seeing what the print is like and the artwork inside. But anyway, number 1 vinyl, this is what got me started, although one of the songs is scratched because I used this on my old record player, so that's unfortunate. Next up we've got Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. And it's just the standard black. I think this was the second vinyl I got. Next up, we've got in here, this is not in order, but New Kids on the Block. This is also the picture disc. There's 2 discs and they both have pictures on them. Let me just actually show you because this one deserves a special mention, okay? I'm obsessed with New Kids on the Block. I went to their concert this summer. I saw them in 2022 and then I went again this summer. And I've been to a lot of concerts this year and that was by far my favorite that I went to. I just love them so much. I'm a Joey and Jordan girl. But yeah, so this one also didn't come with like a jacket, but it does have this like little 30th anniversary, so there's extra bonus songs on it. So that is that. We've got, this is the one and only country vinyl that I own. Brett Young, Ticket to LA, just on the standard black. This was one of the first ones I got as well, but this is the only country album I own. Not for lack of like wanting or not liking country music. Like I really want to get One Thing at a Time by Morgan Wallen, but every time I go to the store and see that it's like $72.99, I'm like, I could literally leave with 2 vinyl for the same price as that one. But it's also because I think there's like 4 discs, so that's why it's more expensive. The next one I have in here is Donna Summer, Love Trilogy. This is actually not mine. It's my uncle's from like his dad, and he let me borrow it. So I think we'll listen to it once, but yeah, this one's actually not mine. It's just a standard black. But I mean, he hasn't asked for it back yet, so I'm gonna just keep it in here until he wants it back. Next up, we have, okay, this one is actually on my record player right now because I was just listening to this album, but it's With the Beatles by the Beatles. And I actually really like this album. I went through a phase, it's just a standard black. I went through a phase like a couple years ago where I was like obsessed with them and I was just listening to their music all over and over and over again. And this is one of the ones that my granddad gave me from his collection because he was getting rid of them all. And I was like, before you sell them, like, can I please like take a look? Because I already know from looking through it before that there was a couple that I wanted. So that was one of them. This is the other one that I wanted. Also Beatles, Abbey Road, and it's just the plain black as well. Then we've got Fleetwood Mac. It's also just a standard black. This also came from my granddad's collection because I had Rumors, so now I have 2 copies of Rumors because he had a copy of it too, and I wanted like the old one because it's like worn down and everything, and it's vintage. But then I also wanted this one. I have the second album that I bought, the better like fresh copy, is on my vinyl wall, and then this is the other one from him, and both of the discs are black. It's just like this part that's different. But yeah, vintage, like throwback. This is a gem. I love this album too. I also went through a phase. Actually, after I read Daisy Jones and the Six, I started listening to Fleetwood Mac because people always talk about how like that book is kind of like inspired by that band. So I went through a big Fleetwood Mac phase when that show came out because I read the book, I watched the show, and then I became obsessed with Fleetwood Mac's music. It's so good. Like, it's so good. Also, there's a lot of songs that are covers in Glee, so I recognize them, and then hearing the actual band perform them, I became obsessed. Next up, we have Charlie Puth's Charlie album. This is also just the standard black. This is good. My brother and I both like his music, so we also went through a phase where we were listening to him all the time. Then, this is actually more recent, but it's, I don't know why it's like towards this part. Heavier Things by John Mayer. Okay, this is so, like I said, I have a lot of Taylor Swift vinyl, and so this is so controversial. Don't hate me, like, if you're a Swiftie, but I like his music. I really like his music. Like, I am kind of in my John Mayer era right now. I've been listening to all of his albums one at a time, and I'm obsessed with Room for Squares. I'm obsessed with Heavier Things. I'm obsessed with the Continuum album. It's so good. This is the only one that I have in my collection right now. It's just a standard black as well. I just got this like a couple weeks ago. And actually, the record store that I go to all the time doesn't carry John Mayer. So like that's one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of him in my collection, because the place that I go doesn't carry him. But I went to a different store and they had it. And then I've been looking like online because the Continuum album is kind of expensive. So I've been kind of like putting that off. But like if I find it in stores, like you best believe I will be getting it because it's like a comfort album right now for me. Also, the reason why I love this album so much is like at the beginning of the year, I was listening to this and Sob Rock. That's the other one I really, really want. And so now, and we were in Disney at the time, and that's like my happy place. So now every time I hear the songs, like I'm just like transported back to that time. So it's just like very comforting. Next up, I'm back to boy bands. Jonas Brothers album. I saw them twice in concert last year. This is just a standard black, and I love them. I'm a Joe girly through and through. Like since Shane Gray and Camp Rock, like I have been a Joe girly. And I saw them twice last year in concert. Went to the Toronto show, and then my friend and I drove to Buffalo to see them again, and we got floor tickets, and this was the first time I'd ever gotten floor tickets, and we were right on the barricade, and they walked right by us, and oh my gosh, like literally still one of the best nights of my entire life. So yeah, I love this album. Then we've got Justin Timberlake's Everything I Thought It Was. This is it's like I forget what it's called. It was the Amazon exclusive. It was like, it's like this like, actually let me just show you. Can you see that? It's kind of like swirly black grayish, so that's cool. I got this one on Amazon. It was the Amazon exclusive. I saw him in concert too, actually opening night of his tour. And that was pretty cool because I've never been to an opening night before. I wear that hoodie that I got there all the time. It's actually ridiculous. It was like $125. So it was kind of like, do I need to be spending $125 but like on a hoodie? But like I wear my concert merch all the time. Like as you can tell, I'm literally wearing Abdul's shirt right now. And I wear that hoodie all the time. So I've gotten my money's worth out of it like just in the last kind of like few months since I went to the concert. Okay, so another album that I have, it's on the wall, is Luke Hemmings. Can you see that? Luke Hemmings' Boy album. That is one of my favorite albums. Oh my gosh. I also saw him in concert this year. Another one of like the best nights of my entire life. Not gonna get into that now because I won't stop talking about it, but like I did make a concert vlog for that, and after all my concert vlogs, I always do like a little post-concert debrief where I just like talk about the show and like how I felt and everything and how it was. That was literally like a soul-changing experience. So I I have that one too. And then yeah, so now let's get into the Taylor Swift collection because that is the biggest. If you are a big Swiftie and you want me to do like a more in-depth like video of the Taylor Swift vinyl, let me know because I would be 100% down to do that. Like if you want to see the inside jackets and everything like that, because this is one of those ones I love watching people's Taylor Swift like unboxing vinyl videos, especially for like some of her newer albums that have multiple variants. Like I follow Nina Shelby, she's one of my favorite YouTubers, and she did a video when she unboxed the 1989 variants, and I loved that because I was able to see like what they all look like, what the insides look like, what you get with everything, and kind of decide if I wanted to go forward with ordering them, because I didn't order them all like when they first got announced. I did do that with the Torture Poets one, so I did do a video unboxing all that because I got the CDs as well. But especially when it comes to vinyl, like it is expensive, and so for me, like I want to collect all the Taylor Swift records, but not all of them. You know what I mean? Like I have this idea of what like a complete Taylor Swift record collection looks like to me, and that's something that I would love to have like in my kind of vinyl collection by the end of the year. It's not literally every single variant and everything, because I don't think I need like every variant of every album unless there's something specifically different about it. So like with the Torture Poets ones, for example, like there's an extra song on each album. Same thing with like the Tangerine Orange, like there's an extra song on it for 1989. And also with 1989 and Midnights, when you put them all together, they make something on the back, whether it's the clock for Midnights or 1989 for the 1989 albums. That's something that I want, but like for example, I don't need that like Purple Midnights album because that's not any different than any of the other ones. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first one I have is Debut, which is literally on the wall up there. It's at the top as it should be. I cannot wait for her version of that to come out. I think I have, oh, wait. Okay, here's the vinyl for Boy. It's not in it, it's in the protective case. I forgot about that. So it's just the plain black for Boy. Here's the one for Debut. So again, it's on the wall, but I do have the vinyl. It's just the plain black. I do want the Record Store Day blue marble one. That though, like if I don't have that by the end of the year, I'm not going to be too mad because I don't even know where you buy Record Store Day vinyls from like years ago. Like this album came out in like 2006, like almost 20 years ago. Like you're not just gonna find that at a random record store. Actually, you know what? You probably would find it at a random record store. You're not gonna find it at like your typical record store. Next up, I've got Fearless Platinum Edition. So this is also just a plain black. This is one of my newer editions too, because for the longest time, like I had every single album or like a variant of every single album except Fearless. And I do want to get Fearless Taylor's version, so don't like come at me for getting this one first. But there's something about hearing like her voice when it was younger for this album. I don't know, I like that. But also it was significantly cheaper than Fearless Taylor's version. And at the time when I was buying it, I wanted to pay cash and I only had $60 cash. And the actual like Taylor's version is like $60 before tax or something like that, or maybe it was 70, I don't know, but either way I did not have enough. So I was like, I'm just gonna get this other one. Next up, I've got Speak Now, Taylor's version, and this one is, I don't know what the actual color is, but it's like that lilac purple. I think that lilac or orchid lilac, something like that. But I would have been totally fine with just having this one copy of Speak Now, which is kind of crazy because it's my favorite album of hers. So you would think that, like, I'm a Speak Now girly, but so you'd think that I would want all of them. But I was totally content just having this one because I picked out the one that I wanted. But it's scratched. It's scratched because of that old record player I had. And every time I listen to mine, it scratches at the same, and it's totally ruined. So I want another one of the vinyl variants simply because I want to be able to hear the whole song without it just like cutting off. So yeah, I think I want that dark purple one is the one that I want. Next up, we have Red, stolen version. We have Red, and this is just the plain black too, but I don't know. I think I ran out of the sleeves, so the thing might be in here. Yep, it is. It's also just a plain black. I need to order more of those. Next, we have Red, Taylor's version. This one was expensive. This one was so expensive because there's like, I think there's four. There's 4 discs. This is such a long album. It's so good. The more I listen to this, the more I love it. It's such a long album, and so there's so many discs, so it was pretty expensive, but it's fine. This is also just the plain black. They do have that red, but I didn't like the red that much. I didn't want that one, so I just got the plain black. Next up, I have 1989, the original version, just the plain black as well. I don't know if this comes in anything else. The 1989 Taylor's version are probably like some of my favorite ones that I have just because of the prettiest colors. So I have 2 of them as of right now. So the first one is also on my wall. Kind of see it at the end there, but it's the Crystal Skies Blue. This is one of the prettiest vinyl I have. Like, it's one of my favorites. I love the inside jackets. Like, everything about this collection, everything about it is one of my absolute favorites of what I own. Like the artwork, the pictures, the design, everything is just immaculate. Like, good job, Taylor and team. Next, I have the aquamarine green one of 1989 Taylor's version. This one is also so pretty, and the inside is amazing. So I have 2 out of the 5. This is one of the ones I want all the variants because I want them to make 1989, and I want the tangerine with Sweeter Than Fiction. But like, I've been holding off on buying them because they all have the same songs other than Sweeter Than Fiction. So I'm like, I want to get other albums that I don't have yet so I can kind of broaden the music that I have in my like catalog, as opposed to just having like 5 of the same soundtracks, you know what I mean? But we will get there, we will get there. Next up, I've got Reputation, and this is the picture disc. This is actually funny because when I got this, it was the last copy in the store, like, and they had just ordered in some. This is when it was like really hard to get it in, and I just happened to come in on the right day at the right time because somebody had bought the last one at the other store, and I picked it up and I was like, you're coming home with me. Like, so absolutely happy, and I'm actually really happy that I was able to get this this year too, because I wanted to get it before Reputation Taylor's version came out, because the other ones I didn't really have a chance to do that because I wasn't really collecting vinyl as much. But then I was like, okay, like I feel bad buying versions after the Taylor's versions come out, but I still wanted my collection. And I just have a thing about buying used vinyl where I'm really like hesitant, just because it's so easy to scratch it, that I don't actually fully trust that anybody would be selling it in perfect condition. So I'd rather buy it new. If you're giving me something for free, I'll take it, but like, I don't want to pay for a used one. And so I wanted to get this before her version came out so I wouldn't have to feel as guilty about buying, you know what I mean? So love. I need to start listening to this again, prep myself for when Rep TV gets announced. Then we've got Lover. This is another one of my favorites. Actually, I love the cover art of this album, and the discs are so pretty. There's this like turquoise one for disc 2, I think, and then there's the pink for disc 1. So it's just like a really nice kind of addition to the collection, because it's not just like a plain one, and it comes in 2 colors. Next up, we've got Folklore. It's almost folklore season. We're heading into that like autumn, winter era here in Canada. So I'm looking forward to listening to this at night. And it's like, I don't even know what color this is. Like, what would you say? Like a light brown, but not really. It's like a light brown gray. It's not ugly. It's nice. It actually fits the aesthetic of the album. But yeah, that's that one. Then I've got Evermore, and this is the green one. I love this album too. It's almost about time to start playing this on repeat. I actually think I want to put this on my wall. I want to like redo the vinyl display because it's been like that for like a while now, and so I want to switch it up a bit and make it more like fall themed. So I feel like this obviously has to go up there. Like, don't you agree? And I love this one. It's so pretty. Now we head into Torture Poets department. So I have all 4 vinyl variants. This made a dent in the wallet, but you know what? I'm not mad because they are really pretty. And this has got to be one of the coolest, like, fold, I don't know what it's called, infold, whatever the thing is called, because it's actually a book of pictures. So I actually did a whole video. I'm not going to pull it out right now because I just know something is going to get ripped if I do that, because I'm just clumsy. But I did a whole video where I was like thumbing through the pages. And again, I could do a whole Taylor Swift vinyl collection video if you want to see that. I was going to wait till it's done, but like, it might be fun to do one now and then when it's done. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm just like, okay. So this is this one, and it's the white. This is so pretty. It's so pretty. Like, we underestimate the just perfection of a nice, just plain white vinyl. So that's the first one, and that's got the extra track, the manuscript on it. Then we have the Black Dog, which is obviously black, and this one has the black dog on it. Then we have the one with the bolter, and this is like that, it's like pink. It's like a pinky gray. So we got that one. And then we have the final one with the albatross, and that's like a gray as well. That is, oh wait, oh my gosh, how did I forget? So then we also have Midnights, and it's just the like the blue moonstone one. That one is actually in, you know what, let me get it down. This one is really pretty. So you got the cover, and it's the first part of the clock, so I'm still missing the other 3. And then the vinyl itself is like this. This is also really cool, like the gatefold. It's like this clear crystal blue moonstone is what it's called. Blue moonstone, I think. It's really pretty. So that is that. And with that, we'll head into the final section of my most listened to vinyl / newest, because they're at the front of my thing right now. And I'm just like absolutely obsessed with these 3 albums. So are you ready? 5 Sauce 5. I absolutely love this. I am so obsessed with 5 Seconds of Summer. Like, you don't understand. Like, you don't understand. They're my favorite band in the entire world. Not just musically, but like just personalities. Like, they're so funny. I've been binge watching like YouTube videos and listening to them on podcasts and listening to all their albums, and like as soon as they drop a tour, I'm buying front row tickets to that show. Like, I don't even care how much it costs. Like, here's my credit card. Like, I am ready. But I love this album so much, and I go through phases where I feel like I have different favorite songs on here. But oh my gosh, it's just like the plain white as well. This is the one, this is the deluxe vinyl, I should mention, because as if I was gonna get the other one that's missing some of the songs, like please. It is just so good. Like, I just want to cry when I'm listening to their music because it makes me so happy I can't even. Like, I don't know how many things on this planet make me feel the way 5 Seconds of Summer do. So that's this one. And continuing on with them, I just got the Calm album. So this is just the plain black, but I also am obsessed with this album. Although Kill My Time isn't on the vinyl, which is kind of like tragic because I love that song, but you know, I still love them. Also, I just love how they have made it like 3 out of 5 of their albums are self-titled, because Calm is literally Callum, Ashton, Luke, Michael, which I just think is so funny because I didn't know that at first, and then as soon as somebody said that, I was like, I don't get it. Like, how is this self-titled? And then they told me, and I was like, that's kind of iconic of them. So, and like, I wouldn't expect anything less. Like, they're just, that is just such a them thing to do. And then we've got my most recent vinyl, which I've been listening to on repeat on my phone, on my record player. I'm obsessed, and this man is about to drop a tour. I think tickets go on sale tomorrow, so like, you best believe I'll be getting them. If there's a VIP package, like, I am getting that because I want to be right at the front when this man is performing. Kansas Anymore by Role Model, obsessed. This is the prettiest blue I have ever seen. I'm obsessed with the album, like every song. I love him. Like, he's just amazing. I love his energy and his personality. He's so fun, and I just cannot wait to see him on tour because I just know it's gonna be great. Like, did I look to see if there was tickets to a Gracie Abrams concert just so I could see him? Yes, I did, but there was not. So I just have to wait till March because that's when he's coming to Toronto. And with that, that is it. That is my complete vinyl collection. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you're a vinyl collector and what your favorite vinyl is. If you made it this far, make sure to give the video a big like and hit that subscribe button so you're the first to know when a new video drops. But that is all for now, and I will see you in my next video. Chat soon. Bye!